The process of applying to college is usually complicated for any high school senior. This year, it's even more frustrating because of the pandemic. But the tablet is trying to make it easier. The newspaper is sponsoring a virtual college fair. Gregg Ficarra, the operations director of Career Council, is here to tell us all about it. And Greg, normally when kids are thinking about which schools to apply to, they just take a drive out to that school for the day and tour it. At least that's what I did when I was applying to schools. You're saying now you can tour online. Tell us what that looks like.
Yeah, Christine. Well, I think, what we're trying to achieve here is basically as close as we can get to being in person and being on campus. And the colleges and universities that participate in our tours have the opportunity to build a virtual booth, if you will. It would be just like a booth that you might see if you attended an in-person college fair. And that booth is just chock full of information. So you can really virtually gather a lot of information and hopefully lead to a safe and within regulations visit. I think it's like the first step, Christine.
All right. So what would you say are the benefits of virtual tours?
Well, number one, let's be realistic. In this time that we're in now with the regulations and the safety factors that we need to follow, it's kind of the only show in town. You may be able to visit campuses, but I think, again, in that mode of a first step, you don't have to go anywhere. I'm sitting in my home office. You can click on, you can interact, you could speak with admissions counselors, you can view all the options, everything from information about the campus, information about the majors, housing, scholarships available, funding and financing, all of those type of things are at your fingertips, and you can do that from wherever you are, parents and students.
Yeah, so you can go to even more colleges than you would if you had to actually travel to them. Do you have any tips for high school students who are going through this process?
Yeah, sure. First off, I would say that prior to the event, Christine, it's wise if the students and their parents can develop some questions that are important to them. Then when you're in the booth, if you have the opportunity to speak to them, which you will, you have those questions prepared. Secondly, I know it's human nature. I'm a dad. You and I were talking about it a little bit before we started to talk on the air. Tuition to many people is a big issue, and I understand that. That's important. Mm-hmm. But in the experience that I've gained, don't let tuition be the only criteria for looking at a college, because there are grants available, there are scholarships available. What you see as the initial tuition may not be the end result. So don't make that your criteria. Also, I know going in, it's helpful to have a top list of schools that you might be interested in, but I think it's beneficial to keep an open mind, because the event we're talking at, there's nearly 70 colleges. Christine, some of them are from Europe. They're not even in the United States. And you may find a perfect fit for you of a college that you've never even heard of. And then finally, I say this all the time, whether it's, Christine, it's in person or virtual, which is what we're talking about, the college admissions people that you're speaking to may be the same people that are evaluating your application to their school. So first impressions are very important. Bring your A game.
All right, some good tips there. Gregg Ficarra, Operations Director of Career Council. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me, Christine. Good luck.
The virtual college fair is tomorrow. There are 2 sessions, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. To get a head start on registering, just head to nyc.educationconnectlive.com. Registration closes at 7 tomorrow morning. For more information and to check out the complete online college directory to see which colleges you would like to tour, head on over to thetablet.org.
If you're watching Currents News on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and then click on the bell to get instant updates about all of our newest content, because we are putting your faith in the news.